Hey everyone, I'm Annie G and welcome to my channel where the scents are sweet and the reviews are spicy. It is my job to make sure that you are never overspending on anything, let alone perfume. And my intro really has nothing to do with what we're talking about today, because I just wanted to do a little kiki, a little chat, a little yap about perfume, the industry, and specifically what trends we're going to see in 2026. I'm filming this at the end of December, so I thought it might be fun just to sit down, have a cup of coffee, and talk about, I just spilled. Sit down, talk about what we saw in 2025 and where I think we're headed in 2026. So if that's something you're interested in, give this a big thumbs up, subscribe, all the good stuff, because I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Let's reflect on 2025. So 2025 was the year of vanilla. Vanilla blew up. And as a gourmand lover, as a vanilla lover, it is quite literally in my name. I'm so sick of vanillas. I'm so sick of vanillas. They're all starting to smell the same. They all have like maybe pepper, smoke, vanilla, or all vanilla. Like they all smell the same. And I'm like, girl, how much can we do with vanilla? You know what I mean? Like, how much can we actually do with vanilla? I think what can be done has, for the most part, been done. And granted, I am not a perfumer. I am not an artiste in that way. So I don't know. Maybe there is more we can do with vanilla, but I haven't seen it. So I would love for brands to pause on the vanilla. Just give us a sec, give us a breather until they can really come up with something that'll blow our socks off. Like never been done before, never been seen before, like Guidance was with rose and hazelnut. Let's wait until we can drop a vanilla that is really trying to do something different. Because right now, they all be smelling the same. This was definitely the year of gourmands as well, following the back of vanilla. I feel like we've always known about gourmands, but I think the public, like the mass appealing gourmands really blew up, like your Yum Bougies. Cherry was a big hit this year. Those cherry gourmands were a really big hit. And these are not notes that haven't been popular before. I think that just masses found out about them this year because of TikTok, social media, and just how much reach the perfume industry now has. It's blown up. So I think now we're starting to see more mass appealing gourmands and cherry fragrances. And that's another thing that happened this year. I feel like perfume talk really took off. And now we're starting to see influencers and other folks who traditionally haven't been reviewing perfume or fragrance starting to get into fragrance and starting to be more involved in the community, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think it is adding to how many releases are coming out. Like it's blowing up. This year, I feel like there were so many releases like you can't keep up. And I think it's because the industry is blowing up. And I think it's a lot to do with the influencer community and the creator economy and how easy it is to reach so many people. So my prediction for 2026 is that'll keep going because it takes brands so long to create, package, and ship perfumes and products generally, that the products they're going to be launching in 2026, they started thinking about probably in 23, 24. And that it was when the perfume industry really started to blow up. So I think 2026, hold on to your hats because we're going to see brands pumping out releases. I think because of that too, there'll be a reaction to swing the other way for the consumer. And hear me out. In every trend, when it goes too far in one direction, it becomes cool to swing back in the other direction, to be counterculture, right? And so when, like heavy makeup and 2016 makeup and super matte lips were very popular, what was the reaction? Clean girl makeup. And then we got the clean girl aesthetic, and the no makeup became really popular, right? Because it was the reaction to the really heavy, intense makeup of the mid 2010s to 2020s. And so with perfume, with fragrance, we're just pumping out releases one after another, da 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 da. So I think niche houses, independent perfumers that really have their finger on the pulse, that are actually setting the trends, are going to slow way down. And they're just going to drop 1 or 2 bangers instead of 10, 15 mid, maybe like fruity vanilla florals. Do you know what I mean? Let me know down below if you understand what I mean and if you agree. I think we'll start to see more some of the niche houses and the independent perfumers that truly are independent and not owned by L'Oreal or Estee Lauder really start to slow down and be more intentional with their perfumes. That's why Versailles is one of my favorite brands, because their whole thing is slow perfumery. They're not pumping out launches. They have their line and they introduce maybe 1 or 2 every year. And I love that. And I think that's where the industry needs to go back to, because I think the consumer is going to get way too overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed, and fragrance is my hobby and my favorite thing ever. I'm a big fragrance content consumer. I'm a big fragrance buyer, collector. So I'm even overwhelmed. So I can't imagine how the average consumer feels. So I'm hoping that we'll start to see less and more meaningful releases from some of the smaller, more cool artistic brands, while the bigger conglomerates just start pushing out releases. And then maybe in 27, then we'll start to see everything slow down again, because I think there's a bubble and it's going to burst. As far as notes, as far as what like flavors of perfume and what families we're going to see, I think I'm starting to see a lot of fig fragrances come out. And fig, again, has always been a popular note, but I think with Fig Erotique by Tom Ford coming out, I think we'll start to see a lot of interesting fig green fragrances. I think the reaction to this gourmand vanilla, really dense, heavy perfumery, I think the reaction is going to become like South Korean perfumery and Chinese perfumery, which is really like light skin scent. It's not meant to be loud. It's fresh. It's clean. It's second skin. I think we're going to start to swing back more in that direction with these more green, fresh, light perfumes. Yeah, because to every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So I think we'll start to see South Korean perfumery really blow up because of the K-beauty trend. It's only natural that K-beauty became so popular in 2025 that we're going to start to swing, and now the West is going to start to find out about South Korean perfumery, especially with Whispering Kiss by Le Persona blowing up this year. What's another? I forget the brand, but the scent Pumpkini that became really popular because of our girl Demi. Yeah, and I think Chinese, Eastern, Asian perfumery is going to start to really blow up, just like K-beauty did. Middle Eastern perfumery blew up this year. That's going to keep going because they are just the best at making high quality affordable. I think we'll start to see more Middle Eastern perfume notes. In addition to fig, I think ouds are going to start to become really popular because now I think the Western nose is starting to become more exposed to those notes. So in America and in the West, we're going to start catching up. My nose is so itchy today. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. So I think the reaction next year will be more fig green perfumes, clean skin scent, and then more Middle Eastern and Asian perfume brands really blowing up, and that becoming more accessible to us in the West and us finding out last. These cultures have been doing perfumery for thousands of years and are the best at it. And I'm grateful that we live in a world now where we can have access to that. But I hope it doesn't come at the cost of those cultures. So that's an interesting thing to think about. But anywho, short and sweet video, but those are some of my thoughts about where we're going to go in 2026. Let me know what your hunches are about the trends of 2026. Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? What brands do you think are really going to blow up in 2026? I think Un Nuit Nomade is really about to blow up, with Estrella de la Mañana blowing up and now Chemin de Monde blowing up. I think Un Nuit Nomade is about to have their moment, and I'm so glad because it's one of my favorite niche brands. I think the Middle Eastern brands, French Avenue, Swiss Arabian, Latafa, they're just going to keep on climbing because they're releasing such quality for such an affordable price. And in this economy, that matters. So yeah, I'm so excited to see what 2026 brings. Again, do you agree? Do you not disagree? Let me know below. Let's start a conversation. Yeah, and I hope you have a very happy new year, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.